Welcome to Stren number 23. Today, I offer you one of the most effective and consistent strens to become your own best friend lifelong and to free yourself from dependency on dictators. Apply what I call the reasonable best stren. In any situation, simply recognize when you are doing your reasonable best and endorse yourself for doing so. You will create and maintain positive feelings about yourself. What is the reasonable best test? Most people evaluate their self-worth by the outcome of what they do. The reasonable best stren is an input measure of self-worth. It emphasizes your efforts, not the results of your efforts. In every situation in which you are trying to achieve a goal, you only have control of your input. The outcome is usually influenced by many factors that you can do little or nothing about. Unless you're a magician, you're unrealistic to expect that you can control the outcome of what you or others do. Yet most people have been taught since childhood to regulate their feelings about themselves by asking themselves the inappropriate outcome question. Quote, "Did it work out okay?" Close quote. As a child, you didn't have the mental resources to apply the reasonable best stren. You had no choice but to be dependent on others for your self-worth. Do you depend on the outcome of your efforts as the primary measure of your self-worth? Consider these outcome measures that create a positive or negative feeling response. I'm okay if I won. My efforts worked out. They accept me. I'm okay if I got an A. If he or she loves me. If my salary is increased. I'm okay if the audience applauds. If you understand. If they think I'm attractive. I'm okay if I own a... you fill in the rest. I'm okay if the kids do well. If I didn't make a mistake. You are utilizing healthy, realistic criteria to create positive feelings about yourself whenever you answer yes to the question, am I doing my reasonable best, even if you don't attain the outcome you desire? Yes, there may be necessary hurt and trauma because of the outcome. Almost always, we can't control the consequences of events. We can control how we deal with them. We only worsen and sustain the effect of an undesired outcome by attacking our self-esteem. We often become our own worst enemy. The above is worthwhile reviewing a number of times, and what follows will help clarify the key aspects of this reasonable best stren. But isn't it only natural to feel bad when things don't work out? Of course, most people would appropriately be disappointed, sad, or hurt when the outcome of their efforts doesn't work out the way they had hoped. Maybe you didn't get back the love you so desired from that special someone, or you didn't get that raise. In fact, you just lost your job after years of dedication to the same company. Or you recently discovered that your son is involved with drugs and is hanging out with friends that you consider undesirable. It is appropriate to experience discomfort and diminution of your spirits when things don't work out the way you would have liked, or when you've been treated unfairly. These feelings are normal and healthy, but you are designed to stand the hurt that comes when the world doesn't cooperate. Applying the reasonable best stren balances your pain or disappointment. By creating a sustained level of positive feelings about yourself, you become confident that you can manage your discomfort while facing the issues and attempting to resolve them. How do I know what my reasonable best is? Your reasonable best is the best you can do in a situation considering your limited resources. Your intelligence is far from perfect. You have restrictions of time and commitments to other obligations. Note that your reasonable best isn't your absolute best. For instance, suppose you want to win the annual bonus at work for obtaining the largest number of new accounts. You work at achieving this goal 18 hours a day, 7 days a week for several months. In this situation, you are doing your absolute best, but at the expense, by the way, of your spouse, children, friends, and even your health. This is more than most rational people would expect of you, and it's more than is wise for you to expect of yourself. If you're in doubt about what your reasonable best is, discuss your efforts and expectations with other people. Seek the views of others to enhance your own critical appraisal. Others' opinions may be helpful in shedding light on your blind spots. Some people, characteristically perfectionist, set such unrealistically high standards for themselves that they think they are never doing enough. They continually feel inadequate, even though they do far more than their reasonable best. Others feel good about their self, although they put forth little effort to do their reasonable best, and they may accomplish almost nothing. Moderation in all things is often the wisest course to pursue. Discussing what you believe is your reasonable best can provide valuable guidelines for your use in setting realistic goals. The next time we meet, I want to answer a commonly asked question. Suppose I'm not doing my reasonable best. Don't I deserve to feel bad about myself? You'll love the answer. You will learn to make the reasonable best test of self-worth a win-win situation that is 100% in your control. So review this Stren and be prepared as we continue the next time we meet. Have tons of mental wealth, and I'll look forward to seeing you.